Morning, guys. Hope you see the chart all right. So let's give it a couple of minutes and we start at 1:30 as normal. Just thinking now, say not quite 1:30, so make sure it is. We think the trading room's free. Well, today it's not. I want some return. I want you guys to come up with a decent trading idea. Because I battled this morning. So no pressure, guys. You're going to go up with some decent trading idea. A couple of guys WhatsApped me this morning. Have you got any signals? And I said, well, I can't find one. So, yeah. So this is the price you've got to pay for the trading room today. You've got to come up with a decent signal. Decent trade idea. No pressure. How's it, Morris? You're doing well with your MZT job. Hey, nice one. I'll bet you are, yeah. And I noticed you, if you don't mind me speaking openly, I noticed you modify the stop not too close, but to protect yourself. Well done. Nice one. Okay, I'll pass. Can't pronounce the name now. Okay, morning everybody. I don't know how you do USD up, but somebody asked me a question about it. If you go in, I personally think not. I think that ship sailed. So anyway, if you want to look at it, come back to it, but no. As I said, sort of after last night, PPI, yeah, I agree. Getting the right price. We'll start off with that then. Gold, start my shoes with the Brent. Yeah, look, it's already bounced there. Look how these technicals work. Because it's psychological, people see that and it's so widely used. These two are so widely used, people react to them. So look what happens there. It's probably a short covering bounce there. Okay, short covering means you're getting out of a trade by getting short, and you've got to buy to get out, and that's where you get the bounce. Not necessarily more buyers coming in, there might be. It's guys getting out of the trade, and by exiting a short position, you buy. You don't sell to exit. You sell to exit a long. You buy to exit a short. Okay. So going to Brent at the moment, no. Will it pull back? I think it's going to hover around a bit. But I need to buy this. It gets down this sort of level here. I wouldn't be touching it at the moment. It's going to meander along. If it does come off, we can buy it, but certainly wouldn't be selling it now or buying it. Come to that. You see what I mean? You know, if you buy it now, a little bit of a bounce, but I still think the short sellers are in control. Lower highs, yeah, lower highs, you get it. So yeah, no, there's nothing there. Right, gold, which is a more likely one. Unfortunately, to me, that ship is sailing. We've got to trade out, as you know, here in the trading room trade. They didn't post it. I posted on the company WhatsApp to send out, and I don't know in meetings they didn't anyway, but 1844, 45, somewhere around about that mark. And the guy should have taken it. So hopefully they're all in there. They're still in, haven't grabbed their profit too quick, and modified the stop loss and kept a nice gap, as I mentioned about Marius, and let it ride down. Remember, I talk all the time about the fear of losing your profits. You grab it too quick, and then you hold on to your losses because you hope it's going to come right. It's the wrong way around. So I still see downside there, but we've got an 1800 stop. To chase it now, though, I'd see downside continue. Yeah, is it worth it? You got to. You see, remember, it's only nine and a half hours old today. $16, $17 stop loss. You're looking for at least about a 25, 28. You might be able to. Now you go. I still think it'll bounce at 1800. So if you get a $20 TP with about a $16 stop, the risk reward it's not going to work. So a bit of a support. Sorry, a bit of resistance there. So you might get a bit of a bounce. Any sellers coming in? Not really. It's hovering. It might go through. But yeah, the downside is definitely there. The problem is you're on board, fantastic. If you're not, I'm afraid to say, my personal opinion, the shipper sells a bit too late to chase it now. That's my thinking. You can scalp if you want. Talk about overall trade, yeah. If that makes sense. You all know about the DXY and the yields. 104.40, very high. The dollar's very strong. The yields are nice and high as well. So the negative on the markets, the negative on the, not the forex, I'm talking about the share markets, and the negative on gold is definitely there. So I'm sorry, guys, absolutely, if you're on board, what a pleasure. But to chase it now, the risk reward ain't going to work, in my opinion. Unless you want to chase it down here, which could well occur, then you can do it. But yeah, that's really chasing it. If you see where I'm coming from. You'd want the stop preferably about here, above yesterday's high. We're talking $25 stop. So you've got to take it, even that's not going to carry. You've got to take it down here. And that's, it might get there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to bounce at 1800. So yeah, short it, but at a higher price. Otherwise, the ship sailed. That's my take here. Okay, I looked at a couple this morning. No problem. PC or load shedding, yeah, happens. Okay, I looked at a couple, but trying to find an entry. I like to sell the AUDCHF, but I'm waiting again for confirmation. You know, a slightly better price to sell it down or a break, because this has been defended the last couple of days, today and yesterday. But that I've got my my watch or whatever to sell it when I get a confirmation. I'm going to quickly go through the other one, the same story. This one I'm looking for a buy. I know I'm selling the Aussie now, I'm looking at a buy on that one. But again, that indecision candles make me nervous. But I see a buy there, the stop down here, TP up there. But my worry is that indecision candle we've got at the moment. Look at that. So you don't be stuck in the damn thing going nowhere. And the other one I looked at this morning was a GBP NZD. Doing it quickly. What I've got down for sell on that one. I don't like the pound. I've made that very clear. 192 is the round figure. I see downside. You might want a bit of confirmation with a stop up here, somewhere maybe a bit higher, and take it down here, somewhere like that. That's not enough to go take down here, something like that. I see a potential downside on this one. Out of the three of them, I think that's probably the better one. Four, I'm sorry. That's probably the better one. The problem is, again, it's very sideways. If you take it down to here, 90 pips, we're going to put the stop up here, very aggressive and a bit slow. That's my problem. So that's about the best of the three, but even though they're a bit iffy, as I say, to go in any of them. So yeah, I looked around this morning, I looked in the strategy room this morning, discussed it, etc. He's not on here. Have I even called about selling something? I couldn't find anything. A couple of guys asked me if I've got a trade, and I said, I'd love to give you one, but I don't want to chase it. Even even selling buying the dollar, selling the pound. This one has got a potential, but again, we want confirmation. I think it's going to break down, but to me, it's being very aggressive to sell it there. You might get a better price around about this level here to sell it down. Let's try the 4 hour. We really want to sell it. It's the weakest against the strongest currency at the moment. Buyers are coming in. See what I mean? It's not getting going, but I think it will come off. I'm just hoping we get a bounce or a breakthrough or something like that. It's another one I want to get into to set it down here somewhere. Okay. So yeah, the potential is there. It's just finding it to get an entry to go in. And sometimes you sort of, I don't want to miss out. You chase it and you could have got a better price. Bit boring, I'm afraid, but that's what I can come up with. The euro dollar's another one, but that ship sailed. Okay, very much want to sell that. We mentioned it. Somebody got. I didn't mention it there. Nobody wanted to take it, but yeah, that ship sailed now on the support level. In other words, I want to buy the dollar, but getting a decent entry. AUD. We'll start with the AUD dollar. Same story. Ship was sailed. You can't get a risk reward unless you aim down there. If you aim down there, you seriously can't get a risk reward. You've got to aim down here to do it if you think that's going to happen. Okay, so again, we'll wait for a better price around about the sort of level here, 70, 75 area, and then we'll set it down, stop up here. Okay, NZD, well, we know about that, hey, Marius, that's too late to chase now, you probably agree with me. GB, we discussed. Let's go down to the dollar Swiss franc. So one area there that I'm a bit nervous of buying, so one area there, because they're both very strong, I would leave alone. Okay, I don't want to buy the dollar and try and sell the Swissy, so leave that. The other one, dollar yen, again, I think we're chasing at these levels here. So I want to buy that damn dollar, but unfortunately, I can't get a price. Okay, hope you're with me on my thinking there. Okay, sure. You got it 12.6. Okay, well, the trading, I'm good than that now, actually. I don't know if you're micro or the normal, doesn't really matter, the price is the same. We got a trade idea out here and it was sent out yesterday at 12.7. Okay, so literally it's about 12.4, it's about 330 odd pips in profit. Very nice indeed. So you sold it, quit at 12.6 round figure. It's a long way away. It's about 200 pips away. So maybe you can make it 12, make it 200 pips away. Make it around 12.9, 12.550, 12.550. There you are. 12550. Okay. Nice gap, and then you'll cover your costs.
12550 copied, mate.
Yeah, that's why I reckon.
Roger that.
Okay. In fact, if you all got at 12.7, you can all do that. If you got at 12.7, that's it. Yeah, 12.550. Yeah. You see, it's all psychology. I'm just thinking about this micro thing here. Everyone's scared, so they go and do it, and it's a beaut. Now, what's happening is they're going with one micro on the micro, and they suddenly realize they made 300 pips. And look, it's about $3 US. Now they're disappointed. But anyway, the idea is to get the familiarity of trading live without the fear. If you're trading on a demo, well, you're wasting your time basically. If you trade on a higher and you take a loss psychologically on the back foot. So this is the way you can trade it without the fear until you basically get bored of the small figures and then you can up it. NZDJPY. The long TPI at 687 area. Yeah, I must admit I prefer the dollar to the yen, but clearly it's in the sell zone. I could have a bounce here. Not really, though, to be honest. Not really, no. You see where I'm coming from. That's held, came down, buyers came in, tight range, no. So I can't see it. 4 hour holding there. You want to buy it, correct? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, fair enough. Buy it. All right, on the 4 hour, I can maybe look at it, take it up here, 60 pips. You can just stop down here. Yeah, you could probably do an aggressive trade. Yeah, on the 4 hour. Remember, a lot of guys, I use the daily, a lot of guys 4 hour. From a 4 hour perspective, yeah, I like it on the 4 hour, Marius, for an aggressive trade. Okay, don't get cute with the TP, and you can stop down there. You get a risk reward. About 35 pips stop. It's an aggressive one. Don't forget, guys. That's not really going to work. Yeah. Got to take a bit higher to make it worth your while. Maybe here. You could probably squeeze it about 84.40. What about for aggressive trade? Yeah, if you're going to place a stop at 83, then clearly you're talking about 80 pip. You look at least about 125. So you go to the weekly, maybe do the day, yeah. 125. That's not going to cut it, not going to cut it, not going to cut it, not going to cut it. Getting the point. Let's look at the weekly. No, you can't. No, if you put a stop down there, you've got to maybe start aiming at there. There's too many hurdles in the way. It's got to be an aggressive one. If you want to do this, it's an aggressive 4 hour. You mentioned scalping. It's not quite a scalp. It's more of a short-term aggressive trade. If anyone wants to do an aggressive trade, I do quite like it. I don't want to get cute with the TP up there. Up to you. That's my thinking. What are your thoughts on that? An aggressive trade? Should we do a risk reward, or what do you think? Yeah, fair comment, Anne-Marie. Leave it alone. Okay, fair enough. Okay, right. Let's go. Well, an aggressive, yeah, it is all risky. It's yeah, it increases your risk, and you're looking for a short-term bounce. But you can actually still work out what sort of risk you're going to put into it. That's sort of what the risk calculus is all about. So you say, right, I normally can, example, afford 500 Rand as my risk. I'm going to do an aggressive one here, but I'm going to maybe cut my risk down to 250 Rand and take the trade accordingly. And if I lose 250, well, it's half my normal risk. But if I make a couple of bucks, it'll be half my normal TP. But at least I've got a trade going. I've got some excitement going. Got something going. And that's basically what it means. You mean AUDNZD? That's what I couldn't find. You're going to be thinking there, Pietro. No, AUDNZD. You want to sell it? Right, let's look at the daily. Let's, yeah, we'll crunch it a bit, get a bit of picture. Well, tell you what, you're a braver person than me. Oh, NZD, USD. As mentioned just now, I want to buy the dollar. So it means you want to sell the NZD. So before I go any further, what do you think, Marius? You're in that one. Help out Pietro. Would you chase it now? Would you go in another position now on a sell at this level? What do you think? I'll put it another way. I know my thoughts, I think I mentioned this now, but anybody feel they would like to sell at this particular situation at market now? Go for it, Pietro. Go for it. I just saw your name come up there on the chat line. Go for it. Can't hear you. Maybe it's a bad line there. Okay, no, I'm afraid to say I totally agree. Still on that one. As I mentioned just now, I want to buy that dollar, but oh, I want to get a proper price. I think you're chasing it now. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. If you're in, stay in. Absolutely. That's the differential. I still see downside. Absolutely. I have a very strong expectation it's going to get here, which is a what? Another 28 pips. If you even get there, 30 pips. Absolutely. Hold on to it. You protect your stop loss because you got in up there. What a pleasure. You chase it now. 28 pips, you got 28 pips, you got your first hurdle, 30 pips or whatever. The next hurdle is in 58 pips time. Got to break that to make it worthwhile down there. I think you could get a bit of a bounce of these levels here, profit taking. So bounce, what's called a short covering bounce there, maybe a short cover. No, it's just not worth it. And remember, you're in a trade, jumping around, plays to havoc the psyche, you know what I'm saying? And even though I think it's going to work out, no. You've just got to, no, you can't do an entry there. Sorry, guys, I think it might be a boring session. So let's go into some cheerful stuff. Let's look at the trades we're in. Let's take the negatively mapping. Let's possibly squeeze out this Euro JPY. It's been giving us a bit of jip. No, still giving us jip. Not happening. Look at that. Daily chart. Look at that. Not happening. But at least it's back to square one again. So you've been stuck in this thing since the 16th. Yes, only yesterday. That's not so bad. Since yesterday, running around the pivot point, if you like, the break-even point. So it keeps dropping down, but it's not getting going into profit. So at least now it might be a couple of pips in profit. We got on the trading room at 32. I think that was a trade signal sitting about 32. So 5 pips in profit, but it just can't seem to get going. So this is where you need some patience, but at least it's reached the top of the range. Hopefully you're going to push through. 15th it, thanks, 15. 2 days around hovering around there. But so psychologically, at least you're a couple of pips in profit. The frustration is to getting it going. So just sit with that. You closed it. Okay, you got so frustrated. Hope you broke even at least out of frustration. No problem there. Okay, but at least it's not bad. Gold, well, we discussed gold earlier on 1845. Now it's 20 something or other. Beautiful.
Hey, mate.
Okay, go for it, Ken.
You wanna look at Euro JPY on a shorter time frame, maybe?
What's that telling you?
Yeah, it looks like it's still consolidating. We can't rule it out. It can still break up.
That's exactly what I think. Every time it comes down, the buyers are coming in. This is 4 hours. Buyers are coming in. Buyers coming in. Look at this. Rush back up again. It's like having a glass ceiling or a concrete ceiling. This is somewhere in between the two, but it's trying to break its way through. So yeah, this is where a bit of patience comes in. But once it breaks through,
it could be accumulation.
Yeah, before it breaks. Okay, interesting question from Kosi there. Let's go back to the daily. We had a sell on originally a few days ago when it was round about this level. I think it was this one here, round about that. Or was it even down here? Something like that. It was down here somewhere along the line, and I thought more downside was coming in. What? That's right, it was down here. So I think it was here a few days ago anyway, round about these levels here. Okay, and it looked like a sell down there. The problem is it broke through, and we call this technical damage. It broke through the upside, went to the neutral, broke through the neutral. Now it's going through to the positive side. So in other words, it was a sell, it's now a buy. Let's take a situation again, right? It comes through here and it breaks down here. We've got a buy at the moment, breaks down here. Then we'll look at the sell again. You get the point. So it was technical damage done. It's changed over from being a weak to a stronger one on that one. That's why. You with me?
Yeah, I think we must wait and see now, because now it's looking good, Roger. I see a higher low from the 13th of January. That was a low, right? Then a couple of weeks later, there's a higher low right about in February, after the 20th, in February the 6th. Then it looks like a higher low. And it looks like an upwards channel is forming there. So it's a wait and see, I think.
I'm afraid wait and see. Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, Peter, I really can't comment on that, etc. I can't comment on that. Yeah. We'll try and look at something a bit more cheerful. We've got a Dow one out. Don't know who took it. The Dow. That was on the micro. Somebody can afford it, might have gone on the bigger one. That came off. We got in at where is it? 34,144. Now it's come off what, 6, that's 540 and 20, 560 pips. What a pleasure. Anyone in the Dow, clearly modify your stop. Where do you want to put the stop? Make it, call it 6, make it 33,800. Yeah, I agree on that, all of that. Agree on that, Morris. Okay, all of it. Yeah, so modify your stop on that one. So the figure I just gave you. Yeah. But obviously don't chase it now. Okay. Right, what else did we have out? Oh, yes, right. So we looked at a couple of shares yesterday. We looked at Baba. Where did Baba? Oh, yeah, 102.80. It's trying to break through. The NAS has come off quite a bit after the close on the shares. Remember the shares closed, I think it's about 11:30. They opened at 4:30. If this continues the down, doesn't have a bounce, we should have a breakdown. That should come right. We've got Meta as a sell. Yeah, it's 50 cents up. We got it at 172.25, but that's fine. It's only 50 cents. There's a good chance that's going to come off. That's fine. And Microsoft, well, some guys did want to go. We revised the stop loss TP, chased it a bit, but I think it's still okay. As it turns out, yeah, that's in profit. 264.15, not quite $2 in profit per share. So that looking okay. So that's not too bad. And the other one was Hewlett Packard. That's about hovering around about entry, but I think the possibility of downside is pretty good. Remember, the NASDAQ is closed round the clock, and it's lower than it came off after these shares closed. So if we continue these sort of levels here, we should have an opening downside. So hopefully at 4:30 this afternoon, those shares or CFD shares will be in a profit. Okay, any questions on that? So I'm happy with, well, clearly happy with gold. I think I'll become happy Euro JPY, very happy with the NAS and the Dow, and the other three, one's in a profit, the other two around about that level. They should work out nicely. So that's the positive that I'm looking at the moment. Okay, any questions on that? All good? Right, just go back to Tendakili, right? The new the class. Yeah, okay, we've discussed that. Yeah, fine. Right, if you're new to the class, this is basically a trading room. So they're making the assumption you've got some idea of the basics. If you haven't, of course, you'll be lost. So I don't know whether you bought a course or not, but if you haven't bought a course, to try and learn here, it's not going to happen. There's a lot of guys who bought the course, done a bit of the basics, and now want to put those basics to practical reality by trading, discussing ideas, etc. So if you complete beginner, this is basically it's going to confuse you. So what I suggest then is, if you bought the course, go and do some classes. If you haven't, I'm sure Farley or somebody here as an affiliate will be more than happy to help you in that direction. So the question is, have you bought the Stock Market College educational package? Yeah, we had some beauties yesterday, yeah. So that's the answer. If you have, suggest you do a few classes. If you haven't, not yet. All right. If you're interested, if you want to do trading, you've got to have the knowledge. There's no way around it. You can't become a lawyer without going to law school. So if you want to become a trader, you've got to get that knowledge. You won't get it for free by coming here. You just get confused for free. So I think Farley's here. Maybe you can exchange numbers or something, and it'll help you out. Go there, Farley. You can post on there your number and do your interaction. Yeah, the trading went well yesterday. Okay, are you there, Farley? You want to chat to the guy? EF. Yes, he's there. There you are. Take his number down and WhatsApp him and take it from there. And then he'll discuss it with you. Okay. Don't want to get on the sales side of the cost involved, rather leave it to the affiliate. I'm on the trading side yet. Okay, fine. Okay, sorted. Anything else I can discuss at the moment might be of value. Can't think of anything, so I'm going to do a normal story. I'm going to quickly put up the indices for you. Some guys might not have it, so it'll take 2 seconds while I'm at it, so I'll make a habit of doing it. Dollar index, there we are. You can save that. And the economic calendar, is anything happening today? Squat today, nothing, is there? Yeah, GBP 9 o'clock retail sales that came out at 0.5, actual, expect to be down by 0.3, slightly inflationary, might get a bit of a bounce in the pound, but I think it'll be short-lived. Anyway, I'll put it up for you. There you are, I've got those two. I think you've got, well, the trading thing is the trading forum where we discuss any trade on the stocks. Thank you. Probably book politely, goodbye. Yeah, probably you haven't got it. You can't get the LMS, you haven't bought it. That's the whole idea. If it comes on board, it's all there. Okay, good enough. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I think you've all got my number. I think I've recognized all the faces there. Anybody new? Just quickly scroll down. Yeah, I think you've all got my WhatsApp number. Okay, so no need to print that out because you've all got it. Okay. If you haven't, well, you can request on the chat line. I'll give you my WhatsApp number. Not to give you free trading, whatever, it's to interact for trade ideas or advice or whatever. The idea, again, is to teach you how to do it, not allow somebody else to do it for you. You're joking, Dirk. You're joking. I love you and I want you to have my baby. It's an old English joke, panic not. Not get too cute. Let's see what's happening here. I'll tell you what, we're going to blame for that. Compliment for that is Ken. He's been saying it's going to break through, and 5 minutes after, there it goes. Well, it broke through yet, but you get the point. It's trying to give it its due. It's certainly trying. Hey, brilliant. Nice one, Dirk. Hey, come on now. Let's get some movement here. Oh, no, don't spoil me day now. You moved your stop too close. How the hell did you get stopped out? The stops didn't go near the bloody stop. Where did it go? Quite shout too loudly. You're paying more than they're paying so much. 142.60. 142.60. Oh, hang on. I don't think we took the trade. No, we didn't. How long? When did we take this trade? I put it down for the 16th, not the 15th. Anyone else stopped out? You shouldn't have been stopped out. We took. I think it was. I put it down for the 16th. So you shouldn't have been. That was on the 15th we got down there. So it didn't get to there from the last couple of days. Oh, right. Thank you. So sorry, maybe you put the stop too tight. You did a short. Okay, Dirk. Now, yeah, okay. Now the truth is coming out. Damn free margin, yeah. Yep, absolutely. But that unfortunately, free margin is life. It's always about the sodding money, whether we like it or not. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, the guys are still in. That's good. It seems to be trying to break up. Come on, you go, boy. Thank you, Dirk, for that. Not about your stop out, but nice of moving out and drawing attention to it. This might come right. And you're in it, Marius. So it's going to come right. I feel comfortable with the share positions you're in. I think they're going to come right. The NAS is nicely down. DXY's up. The yields are up. I think we get some more downside on the NAS, which should reflect in those tech shares we've run. So that should be good. Oh, you took it. Yeah, there you're scalping there. Yeah, scalping there. But I say that's for scalper. We're not going to chase it there. But if you're in, I take quite a few guys to the. I didn't take the profit too quick. We got in gold. I think it was again. I think it was on the 16th yesterday. But anyway, whenever we got in, it's in a nice profit. We got in around about these levels here. That's right. It was yesterday. Yep, yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Or was it the day before? I don't know. Anyway, should be around about the entrance there. Don't get out of it. Modify your stop. Keep a gap. Ride it down. There's a very good chance 89 is going to get hit. So don't grab your profit too quick, and it'll put your psychological mind at ease if you got your stop just into break even or a slight profit. There's a distance there that means you won't be able to lose in the trade, but at least you then the rest is upside. You're a bit more calm mentally. On my history of the trade close or sell, all of a sudden it appears to open on my trades to buy. I don't understand that either. Sorry. I'm not sure what I don't understand. Sorry. Okay. Well, yeah. So let that run. Suddenly it appears as open on my trades for a buy. Sorry, I don't understand that. I don't know what you mean by that. It says, no, I don't understand. I'm trying to work out what you're trying to say there. It's not clear. Do you want to unmute and be more verbal? Then I might be able to be on the same page.
Yes, Roger. I definitely closed the trade on a sell out of frustration. And I now checked on my open trades, and there it appears it's in for a buy. So I do not understand. Maybe I'm losing it. I don't know.
Did you close by buying? Because you can't do that. You've got to close the position. So in other words, if you're in a short and then you buy, now you've got a hedge. You've got a short and a buy. So maybe you try to close it by buying. No, you don't. You close it by right-clicking and closing it. That might have happened.
That might have happened, but I see I'm in the blue, so I'm happy.
Oh, you're happy? That's the main thing. Okay. Had me worried. Okay, at least you're happy. That's good. But just another point there. You only exit a short, it's a buy, but you don't buy it because of the system, which I agree with. A lot of people like to hedge. So they want an open buy and an open sell, someone to do it. So the only way you get out is by exiting by, you know how to close it. Just right click and highlight your position, right click and close it, or double click and the yellow bar button. That will automatically be a buy or sell automatically by exiting. But if you say, right, I'm short gold and I want to take profit, and I go and buy gold, now I've got a short still open and I've got a buy open. That's not the way to do it. Okay, hope you're all with me on that.
No, I think Ken has got something to do with this. He did it.
Who did? Sorry, I missed that. Who did?
Ken.
Oh, Ken. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to close it, you don't go and do this. You're on the short, by the way. You don't suddenly go and buy the bloody thing, because now you're going to buy open trade and you're going to sell open trade. One cancels the other. You've got to do it by highlighting. We've got one here, but I'll try and get the idea just to make sure. Just highlight the trade. Okay. Right click and then see close, blanked out. So I'm going to trade on this demo. But maybe we should put some money on there. Whatever. Anyway, and then you click the close, or you double click on it, and a box will come up, and then you can either part close by putting the volume you want to close, or you can close it tab using the yellow bar. Quickly doing that for you. But don't buy or sell. Now, if you bought this and you want to close it by opening up a sell position, now you've got to sell and a buy. You've got two open trades just to make sure we're on the same page. Very much so. We're buying the dollar pounds very weak. But it's giving me entry. I'm totally with you on that. Just chasing it down here is the problem. Yes, it is. Yeah, you missed the train. Absolutely. No, you're on the gravy train. Sit on it. No. But what I'm saying, chasing it now. No, I strong position is going to take this guy out as well, come down. My worry is a few buyers might, not my worry, if you're in short, you don't want it to happen. But if you want to go in, let's see if you can get some buyers coming in, and more to the point, some profit taking. Profit taking means short covering, exiting your sell by buying it, getting a bounce, and then if it does go up to here and then comes off, then we can look for the sell and put the TP up there, sorry, the stop loss up there, and take it down here. But you don't want to be chasing here now. You might get a better price, or if it breaks through, there's plenty of downside potential. Don't panic, but don't chase it yet. It is frustrating. I get that completely. You see all the guys on board off to the Bahamas or the Caribbean, you're not on board. Wait till the ship drops the passengers off, comes back, picks you up. Don't try and swim out to the ship. I'm really getting the mixing metaphors, but I hope you get the concept. Okay. Yeah, Morris, you just keep smiling there, my friend. Just keep smiling. Okay, yeah, so there it is. Anything else to chat about? Just quickly go over the stuff I normally do. Remember, save your charts. And probably all know this, but I'll do it again. Go to templates, right click, go to templates and save the template. Put your name in, whatever your name is, and then save it. So if you do lose your charts, just right click, go to templates, and there it is. Doesn't take long to explain. Some guys, most guys will know it, some who don't. Doesn't take long. Please, we don't want you to lose your charts and you don't know what to do or whatever. But let's say you do lose your charts and you want to change anything, right click, go to properties, and then you can change it. You might want to change the background from white to black or vice versa. You can do all that. Simple as that. Okay, quickly done. Just a quick moment to fill that in. Don't forget specifications. If you want to get any information about the instrument, left click, right click, go to specifications, and there you are. Contract size, margin, you name it, all there. Okay, so what's the margin? There you are. Okay, any question, guys? If the trader comes first, any questions, want some clarity? Not a problem. I don't want people trading here or anywhere if they don't understand the pros and cons of leverage, what margin is, and that sort of thing.
Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
Go for it. Go for it.
How do I trade a volatility index?
We don't. Can't. We don't have it. We do what do you call the VIX? No, we don't have it. We don't have the VIX and the DXY both tradable instruments. We don't have it on yet.
So if I want it, I can maybe open another platform.
Basically, yes.
Okay, cheers, mate.
Just one thing, Ken and guys here, make sure the platform you open be with a broker. Make sure it's not the platform, you go to the broker and they use a platform. It's the platform is usually not the issue, it's the broker that often is. Make sure you do a bit of research. Have they got the ODP license? Are they with a proper FSP? Any advice you get from the person? Are they representative on the register of the FSCA? That sort of thing. Nasty, there's a lot of cowboys out there. Just be careful.
Thank you, mate.
Okay. I'm sure you're knowledgeable enough to know that. It's all really for your sake. It's just generally out there. Okay, good enough. Right, I've covered the basics. Any questions? Anything? Unless someone come up with a miracle trade, I'm a bit quiet. If the trade got open, I'm very, very hopeful on. I think they're going to come right. But getting any new ones at the moment, I just say I'm battling. Remember I said there's a joke just at 9:30. There's nothing for free. You've got to pay now. Come up with a great trade. He was kidding, but it just shows it's not that easy at the moment. Never mind Friday, next Friday, but even so, there's a lot of good stuff out of the ship sales, halfway house, getting a right entry. And that's the point. I'm going to go through the three again. I've looked this morning. I don't think you get anything. I'll have a quick check, see anything worthwhile here. AUDCHF was one I wanted to look at for a sell. It's starting to happen, it hasn't broken through. The other one's a buy, funny enough. I'm selling the Aussie and I'm buying the Aussie. No, nothing happening there. And the other was GBP, NZD. Clearly, I want to sell. We want to sell the pound. Not happening. Just make sure. No, not happening. Look at that. Wicks again. Nothing happening there. So, yeah, either ship sold or I'm going to put it. Can't see it. Chef's mentioned this morning by Simpson, actually. This one. Yeah, the problem I have with that one, you're probably looking for a buy, bounce buy. Look at the consolidation, not necessarily in this order. Number one, and number two, would you be buying the CAD and selling the Swiss franc? That's my worry. So technically, it's sort of neutral. Technically, could be up, but then again, it's got lower highs here. Again, I prefer to be on the short side of this one, but I wanted to break through there. It's got a little bit of Canadian strength, in my opinion, is because it seems, for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure why, it seems to be for the US dollar. So if you get a bit of jump, the Americans and Canadians, for whatever reason, it's more cycle than anything else.
Literally miss you forever. So don't get so busy making.
So I've had to mute there. Remind me to unmute if you want to chat. Of course you can. Yeah, so you're probably looking for a buy on this one, but look, lower lows, it's not happening. No, I would sell it if it comes down here, as long as you get some momentum, that is. But I'd be very nervous to buy it here. That's my take, anyway. I've gone through a lot. I probably missed something, I often do, but yeah, I must admit, I've gone through about 3-4 times this morning trying to find something exciting, but battling. But the trades got open, they're looking good. And cheered me up a bit, Pete there, because he got into the buy and seemed to be okay. So put him in a good mood. Good. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Actually, GBP CHF roll on. You want to buy the pound? Yeah. Okay. Against weakest, going to buy the weak against one of the strongest currencies in the market. No. Definitely sell the rally. I would not. That's a strong downtrend. I wouldn't be buying it. No. You're buying a hopeful bounce. You don't know the extent of the bounce. The tide could suddenly change after you made about 10 pips. Getting the risk reward. No. Hope it rallies a bit, and then you can sell it. Breaks through, then you can sell it. I would not be buying it. Do I expect a bounce? It very well happen. The extent of that bounce, anybody's guess. Certainly not enough to put a fat risk on the off chance you might get a likely 10, 20 pip bounce. Sorry, Pete, no, I wouldn't. That's my take. Anyone see that as a buy? You've got something to discuss now. You might learn something here, all of us. Look at that momentum on the weekly, from the 4 hour. Why would you? It's trying to break through. Why would you? 1 hour, 15 minutes. Do you see any buyers coming in there? No. You see my point, Pete? Anyone disagree? Anyone buy that right now? Yeah, you could rally back to the 10-day and then sell it down. You want to be on the sell side, but you want to get a decent entry. Put familiar terms. I want to buy your house, but I want to get a better price. The price you want for the house, much as I like it, to me is a bit high. I want to get a better price. This is actually the other way around. You want to sell it. All right, I said, no, we don't. We want to buy. We want to buy the Swiss franc. But we want to buy the Swiss franc when the price to sell it, the GBP short. I'm being confused myself now. Trying to explain it, I'm confusing myself even more. But no, sell the rally. Do not be buying that now. All clear. Want to buy the NAS now, do you? Okay. Yeah, a bit of resistance there, but are we getting any buyers coming in? See, tried there, immediately the sellers came in. Let's look at the DXY. DXY is going back up again. And the 10-year yields on the 10-year note going up again. Why would you buy that? Buy it if you want. It's like a fun idea, but to me, no rational reason to buy that. No. We're in a short, stay with it. In fact, if you want, you can add to it if you're in a micro. You probably went in on the micro and now you feel, God, is that all? Well, go in again, put a couple of micros in. What the heck? You know what I mean? To me, I'll be honest, there's a very strong possibility 12,000 is going to be reached. You can get a bit of noise around there, and unless things change radically, you're going to get a breakdown. Stay on board. So, no problem if you want to add to it, because it's only a micro, it's a nano account basically. Maybe get a couple of add to it, you know, small ones. Give it cover. Give that 200 pips stop. If you want to add to it, 200 pips on a micro account would be, let's see, now that's 200 pips, 200 cents, which is going to be $2, peanuts. It's about $2 risk. So mine, if you don't want to risk more, go for a bigger one and chase it down. Okay, Dirk, no problem, understand. Not very much as a short. That's a little bit of resistance there, but it's not getting any bounce. It's such a powerful downtrend on it, from the daily, that there doesn't seem much evidence of buyers. Try the 4 hour. In the 4 hour, definitely, I think that's a business. In fact, I think you can chase it down. See, try to pop up, sellers came in. Well, that's got downside. So you guys, if you've got a micro account, if you haven't, get one. And then you can, you know what I mean? How to put it? It's take a bit of the fear out and you can chase it down. And it's not too big a deal. The other one might be a bit too rich for the blood. Get a micro and there you are. Chase it down. If you're going on a micro, you can set it down. You with me? And if you want a micro, it's quite simple. You just go to the, go to the portal, open a live account, click on the options, and there it says micro. You can wait till Monday if you like, but yeah. On the same page, volatile to the downside, but R7R. You mean risk reward as in typo? Okay. We're talking about micro now. We're not talking about the bigger one. Yeah, we're going to put a stop. Yeah, decent risk reward. Things out of the way. It's broken through here. I could put it there, but can't put it a little bit wider, TP, that'll do. Got a risk reward there. 42 random micros, your risk. So you want to risk a little bit more? Well, do the maths. My thoughts on natural gas, I'd rather you ask Farmer on that one. He's more of an expert on natural gas than me. See what he says. If you want, but if you go to 12,000, you're not going to risk reward. I suppose you might squeeze it anyway. But yeah, well, I chase it down on the micro because you're not putting your house and everything else on it. Yeah. Now leave it. Sorry, Kumbalan. That's an in-joke between the two of us there. Leave it alone. My thoughts on that is leave it alone. Yeah, so anyone chase it? If you're not in, on the micro. You don't have to get one, get a few of them, yeah. Yeah, if you're in, add to it, as long as you've got enough free margin. You probably went out of fear of the NAS and suddenly realize you're 300 pips up and it's about $3 or something stupid. So yeah, now you can go and get a couple more. Yeah, downside's the name of the game. With me? You can chase it now. Okay, guys, any questions? So it's a bit of a boring old session, but at least the trades we got out are doing well. See Sephora's there. Sorry, Sephora, I can't do anything right to hand over to your clients there. So yeah, at least the ones we got not too bad. In fact, the only one I can think of now on the micro Sephora, whatever it is, I think that's, you can, if you want, you can. I agree with that one. You can sell it now. And just about everybody can afford it. If you can't afford 40 rand, you're in the wrong business. In fact, you've got bigger problems than trading, hey? Okay, any questions, any clarity? Anyone a little bit confused? Anyone done any understanding? No problem, Kalani. Any questions or something? And the thing is, just run that by me again. I can do that with pleasure. Hope you've all got your calculator. Well, I'll put the one on the screen there. Remember, it's not for shares. shares is a different calculator. And don't forget, if the market's closed, you can't modify your stop or do anything. We'll have a look. A quick look. Is it going to break through? Is it going to break through? I'm not so sure. I quite like the Aussie dollar. To be honest, I think it's going to come off from there. I'm not confident enough on that basis alone to sell it, but I think that's going to come off as it's going up, as I'm saying that. But I think the 156 is going to hold. It might get a bit of a pullback here, but I'm not confident enough to say a trade on that. Euro CAD drifting upwards, probably get here, 60 pips away, and then it probably hesitate and maybe come back a bit. CAD's quite strong as well as the euro at the moment. Leave it alone. Euro CHF's a possible bit of a short here. Yeah, I prefer that as a short. Ignore the 100 one, the powerful ones, the 50, the 200. Who came up with that? Hey, you want to look at the euro? Hey, funny. What the hell did I do without you? Yeah, I might have something here. It's a bit slow, I get you, but ignore the 100. Look at these two. Come to the sell zone, I add that later on. I like the Swissy. Euro's reasonably strong, but not as strong as the Swissy. Can we get, that's the problem there. That's not going to work. Can we take it down here? 60 pips, it's too shallow. What a pity. Now, you don't be stuck in this thing, no. I see some downside, but not enough meat on the bone there to make it worth your while. The last thing I want to do is be stuck in this thing for the next 2 or 3 months, going nowhere. But I see some downside. I'd rather see a breakdown here, down the sort of level here to get moving down here. Leave that alone. Okay. Euro GBP. A buy, but I wouldn't chase it here. Okay. And let's do a Euro JPY. Here's a great shorting opportunity. I like this for a short. What do you reckon, guys? Just joking. That trade's doing nicely. Hey, it's getting up. Hey, Dirk's left. Thank you, Dirk. It's breaking up at bloody long last. It's been missing 20 years. Yeah, Qatar, they've got big gas supplies. No, you're not. You're right. Leave gas alone. I agree with you. Those reasons, absolutely, yeah. Hey, it's doing okay. So I can't find any. Let's just go on before we get too excited. Might find something here. Well, it's broken up. Do I want to chase it now? I don't know. Weekly resistance? Not really, no. No, I think that ship sailed. So the good news is that's making money. Bloody long last. So that's great for the trading room. We've got the Euro JPY out, doing good. Gold doing really good. NAS and Dow doing good. And out of the shares, one's in a profit, the other's just slightly in the down, but not much in it. Possibly they'll open down. We should hopefully, by close of play today, going to the weekend, we should, those trades we've got open at the moment should all be nicely in a profit. Okay. Any questions? Up to 10, we've got another half an hour. We'll either close up, continue, we'll do some, I don't know, whatever. But I can't see any trades going to the weekend at the moment, unless you can spot something. We've got some good ones out. So I'm peeking it off a bit because I run out of steam a little bit, yeah. Anybody, anything there? Cool. We can spend a bit of time if the experienced guys want to come up with something or want to go on their own way, fine. If the newer guys want to, with a clarification, I can certainly do that. We've got the time here because leave the trade unless you can find one alone for the moment. Just one thing on that subject, by the way, the newer guys, leave the ZAR alone. It's called an exotic. extra costs, extra margin, extra volatility, leave it alone. So when you start your trading journey, don't do the czar. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You've got to keep yourself informed. Now, that's a bit of contradicting terms listening to the news, but that's where you get misinformed. Maybe I'm being over cynical here. But just remember, when you get the news, try and concentrate on not whether a celebrity was caught in a naughty place with the trousers down, rather that's the gossip stuff. Concentrate on some of the hard news if you can find it. But yeah, you've got to keep yourself, easier said than done, informed. But there's a lot of sort of sensational noise out there. But be careful of that. But absolutely, I quite agree. Oh, absolutely, no problem at all. Yeah, yeah. We're not sort of day traders or whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Some of the trades you might be in a few days. How long have we been in the Euro JPY? Our stuff looks like it's coming right. Absolutely, leave them go. Leave them out. If you're a little bit nervous and you're in a nice profit, maybe you can modify your stop to break even and you sleep easy. Irritate if you stopped out and it shoots up again, but at least you can sleep easy. But absolutely, yeah. Let's see, sell that, yeah, sure. Yeah, wow. I know Anna Marie's not keen on this one. She's stuck this a couple of times, but yeah, I see downside on this. Yeah, actually quite like this now. You point. Yeah, absolutely. We tried before, try it again. Let's get a weekly. Crunch it a bit. That's not going to work. Maybe try the monthly. Yeah, that's not helping. Okay, where's the stop up here? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, stop up there, take it down here. Yeah, absolutely. Remember, it follows the Americans. The Americans are coming off at the moment, so that's going to follow. Plus, the UK we all know about. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, agree. Sell this one. Put up a risk reward. Maybe we got something sharp for that. I don't know. We can take the TP down to, that's not too cute. Take it down there to start with, 7.8. I think it's going to go further, but let's start with that for the beginning. There you are, risk reward. 200 Rand, because this is a normal one. There's no, they're bringing micros on. I don't know why, because it's 7,000. What's the point? Anyway, they are. But yeah, so a micro on this one is 200 bucks for this. And I like it. I thought you were in that, Marius. Yeah, I hear you, but I thought you were in. Yeah, but if you're in, hang on in there. Yeah, make a nice profit at the moment. Yeah, I like it. If you can afford 200 bucks, I like it. Anyone can afford 200 Rand a micro, got enough free margin? I like it. You short the NAS, short the Dow, we'll short this thing. Same principle. Oh, brilliant. Okay, just your TP. So you made some good stuff. Oh, you got some. Well, there you are then, Marius. There's a trade for you. And you can doff your cap too far on spoiling this one. Do you want to do this? Anyone want to do this? Have a nice trade going into the weekend. Yeah, Eugene likes it. Have a nice trade going into the weekend. This is a nice one, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Finally, like Eugene likes it. Good enough. Good enough. I'll write that one down. At last, got a trade. Don't forget, if you're taking this trade, don't put the stop at 8055.3. That's just me fiddling around, making around to forget 855. Ignore that. The number after the decimal point, that's irrelevant. Ken likes it. Good for you, Ken. I certainly like it. Well spotted. We're already in the S&P. Some of you might have taken profit or still hanging in there. So we don't want to chase the S&P, but it's coming right. We've been there for about a week or so, but it's coming right now. Unmute, thank you. What about that? Okay, Ken, go for it.
No, I actually wanted to check out the FTSE 100 on a shorter time frame, but they all look the same like Nasdaq. Look how copied is this one. It looks like a double top. Yeah. Okay, exactly this one. Can you make? Okay, right there. I see a bit of exhaustion and profit taking, but we still have allowance to go to that moving average.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like okay.
Yeah, I like it.
And how long is this trade? Because remember, you are not coming back this afternoon.
Oh no, this is good to the weekend. There you go. Let it run. You got your stop. Remember, you got your stop. Probably the same with the daily as well. You got your stop up here somewhere. Why would it bounce up? The only thing that's going to bounce up there is if some fabulous news comes out. But we've got no economic calendar giving any fabulous news perspective coming out. So no. Why would it go up there? A bomb goes off with something that's out of our control. Other than that, what reason would it shoot back up there? We got the DXY up. We got the yields are up. That's negative for the world's markets. The world, not America, the world's markets. As you quite rightly said, if you see the NAS coming off, the Dow coming off, and the S&P coming off, I haven't looked at the IBEX or the CAC 40, which is the French and the Spanish one, or even the German DAX, but they'll be coming off. Let's look at the German. Is it on here? Yes, it is, I think. Yes, it is, yeah. See what I mean? You don't want to be going longing the FTSE and shorting the NAS. You know what I'm saying? They follow the Americans. We all do. Okay, yeah, so there we are. Found one. I like it. No point going to German. We got enough out there, so leave that alone. FTSE will do. Okay, guys. Happy with that?
Thanks, mate.
Okay. There's Safari. There's another one for you if you like that one. And kicks your ass. Come blame me because I like it. Okay. Anything else before we wrap it up? Because I'm running out of a bit of steam here. Just a second. This one. Now there you are. It's coming right down here. Have to break. No pity. How's your? Let's have your NZD one. The NZD one. I hope you're still in it, Marius. Don't get out of it. Yeah, might get a bit of a bounce there. Profit taking bounce before it comes back down again. Run it. See, round figure 62, so we can break through there. Probably get a bit of a noise around this level here, but panic not. It'll come off. I do, but I won't chase it now. It's going to get to 1800, yeah. Remember, go and look at the DXY and look at the yields. I'll do that as we speak. DXY is still, every time it comes off, the buyers are coming in. It's negative for gold. Look at the yields. It's coming off a little bit, but the buyers should come in now. So you might get a little bit of noise and jumping around, but 1800 is on the cards there. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, let it run. As I say, let you run. Why get off a winning trade? Good. Okay, anything else? Should we wrap it up or do you want to discuss anything? Any questions? You'll know the basics. Any questions on margin or whatever it means? Any questions? Most of the guys see the names seem to know what's going on. Not no brand new guys, you probably know anyway. Okay, right. If you're all good, we can wrap it up. There's only a few people left in. Just check to see if anyone I missed there. So I've got these guys in. Dieter, I see that name. Are you happy? You understand stuff? Any questions just for the new guy before we close up? Kimbo, good to have you here.
Yes, one last question, mate.
Yeah.
When will this momentum slow down? Because now it's a Friday and, you know, the markets are closing and stuff like that. When is the good time to cash out?
I think hold on to it. They need cash out. They do something called squaring the books. The big boys often square the books. What do they mean by that? Some of their high-speed index trading, they might close off. They don't want to reopen over the weekend, but otherwise, let it run. So yeah, let it run. If you're in a nice profit, protect yourself. Get your modifier not too close, but I mean, get it. You know, what I mean, we've gone through this before. Don't put it too close. But if you're a nice, well, use pips. Get 60, 70 pips in profit. You can take it if you want, or you can maybe say, right, I'll just put in maybe 10 pips in profit for stop loss. And then my mind's at ease. If I get stopped out, well, what a pity, I could have got 16 or I've got 10. But then again, you could say, right, leave it open. It continues. The momentum is definitely there. Who knows? Monday, you're 100 pips up, but you're protected. That's the whole point. If you're scared, if you're nervous, you can take it. But again, with the psychology, we're taking the profits too quickly and holding the losses too long, hoping it's going to turn around. It's just the wrong way around. You're on the profit, it looks good, stick with it. Just protect yourself, your own peace of mind, and then, yeah, let it run. No, I think it's Gladys tomorrow. I think it's Gladys one of the same. 4 o'clock Friday. No, the only time we have an afternoon show on Friday is we're doing the the non-farm payrolls. Will be on the 3rd of March. Thank you, Ken. Thanks for your support there. Brilliant. Great to hear. But you're right there, mate. Now it's just popped back again. Let's do that 60 just now. Nah, just can't see the break up, can it? You think? Okay, all right, all good. Yeah, catch you Monday morning, and yeah, we'll have a great one, as they say. Okay, cheers. After that, hope you're all happy. Good stuff. Thanks for having a good weekend, and hope the trades continue doing well as they're doing at the moment. Cheers, Ken. Cheers, guys. Fantastic. Cheers.